Request all the participants not to start their video.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. I'm here.
Okay, sir. Sir, we'll start exactly at 11 o'clock.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Ravi, Ra. As Zoom is full, I request all the participants to join in YouTube. We'll start in a couple of minutes. Thank you. Sir, shall we start, sir?
Yes, sir, we shall.
CEO, sir, and principal, sir, shall we start, sir?
Yeah, sorry, joining. Just a minute.
Okay. Sir, joined, sir.
Yeah, okay then.
Okay, sir. Good morning, all of you. On behalf of Chalapati Institute of Engineering and Technology, Department of Computer Science, I welcome all of you for this 2 days workshop on IoT. There are a total of 2,229 participants registered for this workshop from 21 states in India and a few participants from abroad also. I thank all the participants who have registered for this workshop. Now, I would like to request our CEO, sir, Dr. B. Ravindra Babu Garu, to address the participants.
Hello, good morning,
Sir.
everyone. We are happy that we are starting a new workshop on IoT. Just 1 minute, please. As you all know, the importance, or rather to say the growing importance of Internet of Things, almost in each and every place, we are finding the prominence or the need of making use of Internet of Things for the better performance of the gadgets. And here we have two speakers from both of them from IFET College of Engineering, Viluppuram, Tamil Nadu, Professor P. Hemalata and Professor P. Balaji. Balaji sir will be taking the classes today, whereas Madam will be taking the classes for tomorrow. And as already Dr. Kiran Kumar, HOD CSE, has pointed out, we are really happy that 2,229 participants attending a workshop here, and they are from across 21 states of India, and there are some participants from three other countries like Maldives, Sri Lanka, Oman, etc. I congratulate the Department of CSE and also the HOD Department of CSE for taking that interest in sending the messages to all the people and providing that information to all to attract the people to attend the workshop. All the students who are participants here, this is one of the important one of the subjects having growing importance. Please make complete utilization of 2 days workshop. A happy learning to all the participants. Thank you. And also I thank both the resource persons from IFET College of Engineering, Viluppuram, Tamil Nadu. Thank you, madam, and thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, I request our beloved principal, sir, Dr. M. Chandrasekhar Garu, to address the participants.
Yeah, am I audible? Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
A very good morning and warm welcome to all of you. I, Dr. M. Chandrasekhar, Principal, Chalapati Institute of Engineering and Technology, LAM, Guntur. Our institute has established by Chalapati Educational Society in the year 2007 by our beloved chairman, Sri YV Anjaneyulu garu. In this auspicious occasion, I would like to convey my warm wishes to our beloved chairman, Sri YV Anjaneyulu garu, our secretary and correspondent, Sri Y Sujit Kumar garu, and our CEO, Dr. B. Ravindra Babu garu, for their continuous support and encouragement. Now, I would like to welcome all the participants who have been associated for this wonderful workshop on IoT, and it is organized by our CSC department. In this aspect, I would like to congratulate and appreciate the efforts made by our CSC department of CAET, particularly our departmental HOD and Vice Principal Dr. K. Ken Kumar and his team members for their excellent effort in order to make this event a grand success. So here it is clear evidence that more than 2,300 participants have already been registered and they are with us. So I once again congratulate all the participants. So because it is a emerging technology, and I hope everybody is enjoying a lot. And coming to the resource persons, so this workshop is taken by 2 days, and the first day it is organized by, that is I think Srimati Hemalata garu. She is the professor in CSC department, working in IFAT College of Engineering, Villupuram. And second day, so it is taken by Sri Balaji garu. He is the assistant professor. Is working in EEE department of the same college. Congratulate, sir, and I would like to convey my profound thanks to both the resource persons for their readily acceptance, and they are with us for their association, excellent association. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank
And
you,
I
sir.
hope all are doing well, and let us unitedly fight against the COVID-19. Also by taking proper precautions. Stay home, stay home, stay safe. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, let me give a brief introduction of today's resource person, Mr. B. Balaji garu. He is working as an assistant professor in Department of EEE at IFET College of Engineering, Autonomous, Villupuram from June 2018. So his qualifications are, he is doing his doctorate in Annamalai University. So he has done his ME in Satyabama University and BE in Anna University. So total, he has written 7 books and he has published 21 international journal papers, and many conferences also he has attended. So thank you, sir. Thank you, Balaji garu, for accepting our request and coming as a resource person for today's workshop. And over to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for a great introduction. Let me share my screen, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good morning, very good morning to one and all present here. As a brief introduction, I'm Balaji, and today we are going to have a deep discussion on IoT in industries, and this will be a demo session. Today, contents of today's session will be objective of our session and introduction to our system, that is IoT in industries. We are going to develop an IoT application development system, which is we are going to see a deep introduction about it, and we are going to see the main overview of a system, and then system development flow. This part will be saying you how to develop a system, and the main thing which we are using is IFTTT service. And we are going to see about hardware components and its connections, and coming to software side of about Arduino software, programming and all. and development of code, and finally uploading the code and checking for output, and then finally the conclusion. This will be the contents of our session today. Coming to objective of the session, the participants in the session can able to gain the basic programming knowledge of ESP8266 board with Arduino IDE. And participants can also gather a knowledge on integrating the sensors with our ESP8266 board. Dear sir, am I audible?
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Okay, sir. And the participant can also able to build a smart device which can make an HTTP request. And the participant along with this HTTP request can able to publish the sensor details in the Google Sheet, which by using IFTTT service. We will be seeing briefly about IFTTT service in forthcoming slides. Okay, now coming to an introductory part of our system. Generally in the industries, monitoring the machine status continuously and maintaining the records of the entire data plays a very important role, as they helps the officials to analyze the production factor. This also helps in resolving some of the problems like machine failure, production delay, etc. In this, see here, what we will be doing is that we will be developing a system. That system, what it will do is that it is an IoT based system. What it will be doing is that it will be continuously sensing the parameters. Parameters in sense here we have, for example, we have taken two parameters. One will be a temperature and one will be the level of liquid, that is an object. Okay, here the continuously we have, for example, for our session we have taken two parameters. These parameters will be continuously sensed by using our sensor. And this sensor, the sensed details will be published in a Google Sheet, which helps to analyze the operation, analyze the functioning of our industry, and also to find out the problem which occurs during the operation. Okay. Now coming to this our system will capture some important parameters, like I told you now, of the machine, like its temperature and liquid level. That is object. All the parameters along with the date and time are stored on the Google Sheet. Here for this third-party service like IFTTT is used for publishing the data in the Google Sheet. And the officials, that is admin, officials can able to monitor the entire device parameters that gets recorded previously and currently through accessing the Google Sheet. Okay, this is our system which we are going to develop. Coming to overview of our system, here we can see this will be the sensor part. What we will be taking hardware. We will be using ESP8266 hardware. This hardware will be acting as an IoT module, and this for sensing the data we are using. As I told you before, here we are sensing two parameters. One will be the temperature and one will be the liquid level. For sensing the temperature here we are using to sense the temperature, we are using a temperature sensor, and to sense the object we are using the ultrasonic sensor. These sensors will be connected to the IoT gateway. IoT gateway here in our system, we are dividing this IoT gateway into two. One is primary side and one will be a secondary side. Okay, the primary side of this IoT gateway will be connected with the sensors, and the secondary side of the IoT gateway will be connected with the Google Sheet. Okay, this and the details received from the sensor will be published in the Google Sheet, whereas the user, that is an official, can monitor the sensor details by means of this Google Sheet. Okay, for publishing the details in the Google Sheet, we'll be using this IFTTT service. I told you this IoT gateway is divided into two sides. One is primary side and one is secondary side. primary side, as I told you, it is connected. It will be connected with the sensor, and secondary side it will be connected with the Google Sheet. Coming to the secondary side of this IoT gateway is divided into two sides. That division will be set clearly in forthcoming slides. Okay. Now coming to the development flow of our system, first we have to configure an IOT service. First we have to create, we have to create an applet. Applet is nothing but a system which can perform according to our requirement. What we are going to do is that we are going to create an applet. What this applet will be doing is that, why we are creating this applet is that we have to sense the details and we have to publish in the Google Sheet. This is our work. So we are going to create the connection between the sensors and the Google Sheet. Okay, the Google Sheet will be the end of the applet. Okay, we have to create a path. The path between the sensors and the Google Sheet is said to be a system, which is nothing but an applet. Okay, the applet will be connected with the our sensor details by means of Esp module. Esp module is nothing but an Wi-Fi module, and it is connected with this Google Sheet. So the creation of such certain system is nothing but an applet. First, we have to configure IOT service. In that configuration of IOT service, we have to create an applet. Once it is created, it has to be tested whether it is working in a right condition or not. Okay, these two comes under the configuration of the IOT service. Now, then after creating an after creating the applet in the IOT service, that is a third-party service, we have to connect the sensors. We are going to use sensors to sense the temperature and the object. For that, we are going to connect. We have taken two sensors, and it has to be connected with our ESP, that is Wi-Fi module. Once after creating this applet and after the hardware side and the first part of the software side, we have to develop the code for making the sensors functioning. We have to import libraries. We are going to develop our system in Arduino IDE. Okay, we are developing an IoT system. The IoT ESP8266 has to be programmed by using Arduino IDE. For that, the Arduino IDE supports an Arduino board. The Arduino IDE software supports Arduino board. We are going to use ESP8266 board. So the Arduino software will support the ESP8266 board when a perfect package has been placed in that software. For that, we have to import libraries and packages. Okay, you have to give a perfect package for making this Arduino IDE software to connect with that ESP8266 Wi-Fi module. After that, our system requires certain libraries, so that libraries has to be installed in our Arduino IDE software, has to be added in our Arduino IDE. And after that, we need to define the pin. Okay, pin is very much important. See, our temperature sensor will be having 4 pins. Okay, sorry, 3 pins. One will be VCC, one will be ground, and one will be the data pin. VCC, and that's VCC will be connected to VCC of the board. Ground will be connected to ground of the board. But the data pin has to be initialized, has to be defined. And then after that, for sensing the object, we are going to use ultrasonic sensor. Our ultrasonic sensor consists of 4 pins. One will be ground, one will be VCC, and 2 will be trigger and echo pin. See, as I told you before, VCC will be connected with the VCC of the board, ESP8266 board, and ground will be connected to ground of the ESP8266 module. But there is other 2 pins, trigger and echo. It has to be defined. For that, we have to define the pin number and have to configure the network credentials, because we are going to use an Wi-Fi module. We have to give the credentials to get connected with our Wi-Fi network, which we are having here. Okay, for that, we have to configure the network credentials. After that, we have to write the code to sense the read the sensor details. We have to write instructions, special codes for operating the temperature sensor and the ultrasonic sensor which we are using here. Okay, that is a setup function and the loop function. I hope all who knows that setup function. This two function is said to be the structure of the Arduino IDE programming. The setup will is used to initialize the pins, initialize the functions of our program. And loop function is a body of the program which gets executed again and again to perform the function which we are expecting to do. Okay, this is a development of code stage, and coming to the uploading the code. That is, once after creating the code, once after developing the code, it has to be uploaded with our Esp12e module. For that, we have to upload, and it has to be tested for the output. Okay, for the purpose of uploading and for the purpose of connecting this Esp8266 module with the Arduino IDE software, a proper package has to be placed in it, has to be given to it. Okay. Now coming to IFTTT service. IFTTT is nothing but programming conditional statement. Okay, programming conditional statement. That is, if this, then that. If this, then that. This is a modulation of pronunciation of this IFTTT. If this, then that. This is a conditional statement. Actually, it is officially launched by 2011. And the initial work has been started by 2010, and it has been officially launched by 2011. This IFTTT is a third-party service that it is nothing but a software platform that connects various applications, devices, and services. And different developers can able to trigger one or more automations by using application, devices, and services. This IFTTT makes an automations by creating an applet. This applet has to be created by our own. We have to create an applet to make certain automations. Okay, by creating an applet and also by connecting multiple applications to run the automated tasks. Okay. Now we are going to see. We are coming into the development of IFTTT. We are going to development of our project, our system. For this, first we have to, as I said to you before, this has to be made. You have to first configure this IFTTT service. This can be done in online. If you are interested, you can do along with me. First, I'll be saying you all those things by using the PPT. Okay, I will be explaining you with the slides, and then I'll be doing you in directly in the online. Okay, first step is to configure this IFTTT service. For that, we have to first sign in through this link which I've given here, ifttt.com. Okay, we have to first sign in. If we sign in, if we go inside this link, we'll be getting this page. There you have to click over sign up and you have to sign in. Okay, it will ask through which path you have to sign in this IFTTT, or Apple or Google or Facebook. Here we are going to give Google. So if we click Google, it will be asking for your mail ID. If you give your mail ID, if already your mail ID is there, is signed in, it automatically will go inside this. Here you will get this page. What we are going to do is that here in this IFTTT, we are going to create an applet for publishing our for sensing the data, for publishing the data in the Google Sheet, which is sensed by the sensors. Okay, we have to, once after getting this page, once after getting this, we have to create an applet. If you scroll this, you can able to see a plus create here. You can able to see create. If you don't see this create, here there is on create. You can click over it. Okay, if you click create, you will be getting this page. Okay, what I told, what is IFTTT? If this, then that. First you have to give if this. I told you this, I told you primary side will be, primary side of the IoT gateway is connected with the sensors, and secondary side will be Google Sheet. Okay, the secondary side will be what? The secondary side is divided, is classified into two sides. It's divided into two sides. One will be if this, and another one will be then that. Okay, if this, first you have to add for if this. If this is nothing but connecting with the sensors. For that, we have to give a webhook. Okay, so you have to click add, so that you will be getting this page. We have to choose a service. There you have to select webhook. Okay, if you type webhook, you will be getting this. Click over it. Okay, after clicking this, you will be getting this page. There you have to give receive a web request. Okay, this web request is to requesting the data from the sensors. If you click over it, it will be asking for the event name. What we are going to log this data. We are going to log in the data which is sensed by the sensor. So I'm giving some event name, and you have to click create trigger. Once after the clicking the create trigger, primary side of the secondary side of IoT gateway gets over. That is if it receives a web request. Now what you're going to do then that once after receiving the data from the sensors, it has to be published in the Google Sheet. That we are going to do. For that, then that we have to add the path. For that, click over add. You will be asking for choosing the service. There you have to type Google. We are going to publish in Google Sheet. We will be getting many options wherever it may get published through Google Drive. It gets published in Google Documents, and lots of options are there if you go through it. Okay, we are going to publish our data in Google Sheet. So click Google Sheet, and the data has to be entered one by one. For that, add row to the sheet, and finally connect. Okay, and once for connecting, it will be asking for signing in. If it asks, you give a correct mail ID and give allow. Okay, once given giving allow, it will show a page, event name. It will be asking for value 1, value 2. It is for giving a top heading of top sensor name, where temperature value we have to give in this value 1, value 2, or it is not necessary. If you want, you can give a temperature value, ultrasonic sensors value. Okay, you have to give like this, and finally you have to give create action. If you don't give the event name, there in the testing page you can give the event name. Okay, and create action. Once after create action, you will be getting this page. See, primary side is connected with the web request, secondary side will be connected with the spreadsheet. Okay, what happens is that this IF12e, what it will do is that it will be receiving sensor details by using this if, and it publishes the received data in this spreadsheet by using then. Okay, after that, give continue, and finally give finish to it. Okay, this is a way of creating an applet. Let's do that now. Okay, you can also do along with me if you are interested. First, you have to click this link. See, already this account is there. I'll be giving a different account. Okay. Let me join in through my. My God. Okay. You can continue with Google. Automatically, it will be taking our account. Okay, it will connect with our account. I'm giving a different mail ID. Oh, it is asking for code. Maybe it's not agree. Okay, let me use other account. We will be getting this login issues we are doing. One minute, first login. Let me log in with sign in with my mail ID. It's coming up. Okay, it got connected. Now let's go with our IOT login. First, you click over it.
Request all of you to please wait for 1 second. Sir will rejoin. There is an internet issue with the resource person. Please wait, he is reconnecting. Sir, your voice is not there, sir. Balaji, sir. There is an internet issue with the resource person. He is trying to reconnect. Please wait for a few minutes. I think sir got connected now. Sir, Balaji, sir.
Yes, sir, I'm here, sir.
Yes,
1
sir.
minute.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Sorry for the inconvenience, sir.
No problem, sir.
Data connection.
Okay, sir. No problem. Continue, sir.
We have to select the account. After selecting, we'll be getting this. Okay, as I told you, as I explained with you the slide PPT, we'll be getting this page. There you can able to see create here, or else if you don't find create like this, you can see here create is there. You can click over it, and you can see here. See, if this, then that. First, what we have to do is that we have to connect. We have to add. If this is that webhook, we are going to connect webhook. Okay, webhook. Once giving the webhook, receive a web request. You have to click over it, and you have to give an event name for that. What will be our event name is that let me have logging system. Okay. Okay, logging system. See, you have to keep this event name in our mind. We have to give that while testing this applet. Okay, create trigger. Okay, logging system. Let me hold this. Okay. Now, once see here, if this has been connected with the web request, and then that we have to connect with the Google Sheet. Google Sheet. Okay. Add rows in the spreadsheet. Finally, event name. Everything will be coming. Create action. See, primary side is connected with the primary side is connected with the web request, and secondary side is connected with the spreadsheet. Okay, now we have to give continue. Okay, finally you'll be getting see logging system, everything is there. Give finish. Okay, now we have created an applet. Okay, now we created an applet. Now we have to test it. Okay, this is now the applet has been created. Now we have to test that. Okay, now let's go to the PPT. We have done all these steps. Okay, we have done all these steps. Finally, we got this. Okay, now we are going to test the applet. For testing the applet, we are going to use this link, and we have to give documentation. After clicking this link, we have to give documentation. And if you give over that, we'll be getting this page. This page you have to give. We are going to test here. That's it. Okay, here we are going to see. We are going to give the event name, and we are going to give some values to check check in the Google Sheet. Okay, then now if we give test it after giving all those things, we can able to see the event has been triggered and you can able to see in the corresponding mail ID which you are given which you have used for the login purpose of IFTTT. We can able to see the data in the Google Excel sheet. Okay, I will be showing you that after getting event has been triggered. Go to Google Sheet and you can able to see the given values. The three values you have given here. No, the value will be published here. One, we can say that our system is successfully, the applet has been successfully created once after seeing the data published here. Okay, let us do that now. Okay, and okay, now giving this link. See, I told you to give documentation. Once after giving documentation, see, we have got this page, testing page. Here, here we have to give the event name, data logging. Okay, data logging. Sorry, logging system. Logging. Yeah, if you change, if you give the name, event name wrongly here, you will be not getting the data there in our sheet. Logging system. The name, the event name should be same. It should match with the match the name which you have given during the creation of applet. Logging system. Okay. Now just let me give 10, 20, and 25. Let me give this n. Test first. Test. Yeah, event has been triggered. Now let's check in that. Our mail. What mail is this? Yeah, this Google Sheet, Google Drive. That see here we got this Google Sheet. Hope I'm connected. Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hello?
You are connected.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
See, I have given 10, 20, 25. Okay, the data will be published. So see, logging system, the time and date and time is there. Everything is there. So now the applet, we have created the applet successfully and have tested. The applet is working properly. Okay. Let me say you the procedure of creating the applet again. Once again, first we have to click over the link there. Once after clicking the link, we have to sign in. For sign, if you click the sign up, it will be asking the path of sign in. One is it will be asking 3 paths. In that 3 path, I'm giving Google. Once after giving the Google, automatically the our email gets linked with it. After getting linked over it, we have to create an applet. For that, we have to give create. If you don't find this type of create, you can able to see the create at the top. You can click over that create. After creating, it will be asking to create you the applet. In that applet, I told you there is 2 sides. One is primary and secondary. Primary side will be should be connected with the sensor details, and secondary side should be connected with the Google Sheet. For that, first you have to give add, and if you add, it will be asking you to choose a service. In that, you have to choose a service as webhook. Once after creating the webhook, you have to give the event name and finally create trigger. See, the primary side gets over, and I'm coming to the secondary side. It will be asking you to add the service at the secondary side. If you click add, if you click add, it will be asking you to choose a service. There you have to select the Google Sheet. Once after selecting the Google Sheet, give connect and finish. After giving the mail ID, once it asks you. Okay, if not, it automatically come to the finish. Okay, once after giving finish, will be the applet will be created. We have to check whether the applet is working or not. For that, we have to click over this link. That is IFTTT.com maker _ webhooks. Okay, for that, by clicking that, we'll be getting this page. Here you have to click over documentation, and you'll be getting this page. Here you have to give the event name, which the name should be proper. When the name should be name which you have created during the creation of applet. After that, give some values and test it. You will be if the event name is correct, and if the other things, the procedures which you have followed correct, you will be getting the event has been triggered. Once after getting this event has been triggered, straight away go to your drive, and that in Google spreadsheet you can able to see the data gets published over there. You can confirm after the publishing of data is that the applet created was successfully working. Okay. Now, how do we connect this applet with our our sensor? How do we connect this applet with our our ESP module? For that, we can able to see one link. See, I'll be showing you that. See, this is our testing page. See, here you can able to see one link. Okay, this link has to be given in our program, whereas once after giving this link in the program and it got after execution, what happens is that our sensor or Wi-Fi module will get connected to this IOT service. Okay, by this link, we will be publishing the data in this Google Sheet. Okay. Now we have done all this we have tested too. Okay. Now coming to the hardware side of our system. First, we need three main components to make our system. One is Esp12e Module, and secondary it is a temperature sensor, and thirdly it will be an ultrasonic sensor. Okay, see, this Esp8266 module is a Wi-Fi microchip. It is it is a TCP/IP enabler, is transmission control protocol and internet protocol, and it also has a microcontroller in it. Okay, this Esp8266, this is an Esp12e module. That is, Esp12 is a version. Esp12e. Esp12e is its version. E is enhanced version of the Esp12. Okay, this is on the whole, it will be said to be an Esp12e module. Okay, 12 is the version. Esp12 is the version. Okay, E is the enhanced version of the 12e. Sorry, 12. Okay, so this Esp12e has Esp8266. This is Esp8266. Hope I'm okay. This it will be controller. Hello, sir. Am I okay? Hope I'm connected with you. Okay.
Yes, sir. You are
This is Esp12e consists of ESP. Hello, sir.
Okay. Sir, you are audible and visible. You can continue.
Okay, okay, sir. Hope I have certain some data issues here. That's why it's got disconnected. That's why I'm checking over it. Okay, sir. This is Esp12e. It has Esp8266 and the microcontroller in it. Okay. This microcontroller is said to be the brain of the system. Okay. This microcontroller is along with this Esp8266. Okay. This microcontroller is said to be the brain of the system, and it is used to give out the instructions as per the program which we are feeding into it. Okay, coming to this the program to this microcontroller is fed fed using this USB port, and this USB port is to connect our Arduino IDE software, which is in our laptop, to our microcontroller. Okay, the instructions fed to the microcontroller will be by means of this USB port and this IC. Okay, this IC is nothing but an USB to TTL converter chip. Okay, this is nothing but an USB to TTL converter chip. TTL is nothing but a transistor logic, which you used to study in digital electronics, digital logic circuits. In there, we'll be seeing, we'll be studying all those things. Okay, this is an USB to TTL converter chip. The data which is given, the codes which we are given here in this USB port will be fed into the microcontroller by means of this chip. Okay, and the microcontroller here we are using will be a 32-bit microcontroller, which can able to process 32 bits per second. Okay, and the flash memory of our ESP module will be 4 MB. This flash memory is used to store the codes which we are uploading to this module. And it has 64 KB of RAM. This RAM is used during the during the processing of codes or anything it may be. Our module requires some memory space for the purpose of processing. For that, this RAM is used, and it is of about 64 KB. Okay, on the whole, this ESP8266 module is a development board. Why it is said to be a development board is that without this ESP, we can able to do this function. We can able to do this ESP8266 module function without this. How can we do that? With Arduino. Okay, with Arduino don't have Wi-Fi capability, so that we have to connect on Wi-Fi module with that, and then we can able to do this. This board is that instead of connecting one board with one module and connecting of peripherals and making certain function, everything is inbuilt in one single system, is that this ESP8266. Okay, instead of connecting a Wi-Fi module with the Arduino, the two system forms a single system as ESP8266 module here. Okay, so it is said to be a development board. Certain peripherals of a particular module is made into a single system is nothing but a development board. Okay, so it is said to be a development board. The operating voltage of our system, I'm connected. The operating voltage of our system will be 3.3. Okay, see here we do have, here we can able to see, here we do have 4 inputs. One is, see here, 1, 3V is here and ground. 1, see V in and G. 2, V in, 3V and G. 4, sorry, 3, and one more is here, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, this in our board we can able to see as 3V3. Here in this image it is as 3V, but practically when you are seeing, it will be 3V3, that is 3.3 voltage. Okay, this G is nothing but a ground. Okay, this board, this module is capable of handling 3.3 voltage. If you don't have, if you want to see, you can able to feed a power supply by means of this USB port, and also by using this V-in, you can able to feed, we can give operating voltage by using this USB port, and also by this V-in. This 3.3 voltage is to supply the peripherals which we are connecting. Also, this V-in will also give supply to the peripheral. In order to that, in order to energize this this board, we can give voltage here and to the USB port and this V-in. Okay, we don't have any, we do have, normally we do have a mobile charger which supplies of 5 volt. If we give 5 volt, it can, this board is not, this board can able to handle 3.3 volt. But if we don't have any source of 3.3 volt, we can supply the 5 volt to 12 volt by means of this USB port or by means of this pin. Because if we give 5 volt, we do use a voltage regulator here. It will be converting this 5 volt into 3.3 voltage, and it supplies to the module. Other than this, this V-in and this USB port, if we give 5 volt to any point, the device, this module gets damaged. Only this voltage regulator is connected with this V-in and the USB port. The voltage level can be 5 volt to 12 volt. It can able to withstand 5 volt to 12 volt. If you give 5 volt to 12 volt in this port, the voltage regulator which we are using here will convert this 5 volt into 3.3 volt, and it will be feeding to the our module to get energized. Okay, here there is 16 digital pins and only one analog pin. that is a main disadvantage here. Here only one analog pin A0 is here, and other pins are digital pins. Here we do have 16 digital pins and one analog pin. And the clock speed of our microcontroller will be 80 megahertz. Okay, here we do have serial UART peripheral pins, that is TX and RX pins. Here we do have RX, TX, RX, TX, and TX, RX pins. We do have serial UART pins. And we do have I2C pins, that is inter-integrated circuit that we do study in embedded system. Okay, that is nothing but which is SCL and SDL. Okay, SCL and SDL, GPIO. The GPIO is nothing but general purpose input output pin. Okay, that is a digital pin. Okay, we do have 16 digital pins, that is 16 GPIO pins. GPIO is nothing but general purpose input output pins, that is SCL and SDL. SCL is nothing but serial clock pin, and SDL is nothing but a serial data pin. And for connecting with the SPI devices, that is serial peripheral interfaces, we do have this these pins, that is MOSI, CS, MISO, and SCLK. MOSI is nothing but master out, slave in, and CS is chip select. MISO is nothing but master in, slave out, and SCLK is nothing but serial clock. This hope you do study in microprocessor and microcontroller in your curriculum. I hope you do study in that. Okay, this is about the hardware of main hardware, that is 8266. This is about that. Now coming to second device, that is ultrasonic sensor. Ultrasonic sensor has 4 pins. One is VCC, trigger, echo, and ground. Okay, we will be feeding when it is connected with Arduino. VCC will be 5. Here it can able to handle 3.3 volt also. It will be working in it. And ground. What it will be doing is that it will be sending an sound wave of ultrasonic frequency from this trigger, and the signal from the sound signal from this trigger sensor will be coming out, and it gets see here, it comes out and gets hits over the object and gets returned back. Okay, with that it can able to sense the distance of the object from the sensor. Okay, for sensing the object whether it is present or not, we can also use IR sensor. Okay, IR sensor also can be used. Here the ultrasonic sensor will be giving in value. Okay, it can give exactly in value. For that we are using ultrasonic sensor. Here for calculating the distance of the ultrasonic sensor from the raw value, we'll be getting some raw value from the sensor. With that raw value, we have to calculate the distance. For that, the formula will be speed into time. That is nothing but 343 into time of that will be taking the value from this echo pin. Okay, that value is said to be a raw value, and that is this time of echo pin, because this trigger will be going and returned signal will be collected by the receiver, that is receiver in the ultrasonic sensor. The received signal will be the echo pin's value, that is will be the raw value. Okay, that value is the value which we are getting from this echo pin has to be substituted here, that is 343 into value of echo pin divided by 2. This 343 is nothing but the speed of the sound wave. Okay, and this 2 is the signal, the sound, ultrasonic sound signal will be traveling out from the trigger sensor, that is taken as one path, and after hitting the object it gets returned, so it is taken as a second path. That's why it is divided by 2. Okay, this is an ultrasonic sensor. Now coming to temperature sensor. Okay, now coming to temperature sensor, here we are using temperature sensor, that is LM35. What it has 3 terminals, as I told you, it has 3 terminals. It is one is voltage, that is VCC, one is ground, and one is data out. Okay, it almost time. Okay, let me do it. Okay, this is a temperature sensor. Here let's do now we are going to do the hardware connection. Let me do that. Let me turn on my camera. Hope if I turn on my camera, hope we'll be getting some data issues. Let me do that. If we get, we shall stop that sharing. Please, sharing my camera. 1 minute. Okay, before doing connection, I'll be showing you some basic operation, then we can give connection. See, for hardware connections, as I told you, we need ESP development board, ultrasonic sensor, and the temperature sensor with a jumper wires to connect our peripherals with our ESP module. Okay, this is our hardware. See, this is a bread. We will be connecting this ESP8266 with our ultrasonic sensor and temperature sensor. Okay, let me do that. Before that, let us see the software side process, and then we shall do. For that, first we have to install our Arduino IDE software by using this link. Hope you do. You all do have Arduino software. By using this link, we have to install Arduino software. In this, see, it will be asking here. We have to click over software. It's defaultly in software for me. If you click software, you'll be getting this. There you have to select according to your window which you are using. Mostly you will be giving window 8 or 10. Here you will be getting this. You have to click just download. Okay, if you click just download, it will download in your system. After that, once after installing, we have to add package. I told you we have to add package because we are connecting ESP8266 with the Arduino IDE software. For that, to connect with to make a connection with both this software IDE software and ESP module, you have to give certain package. The package is this HTTP Arduino ESP8266 stable package. This will be the package. It has to be pasted in certain location. I'll be showing the exact location. That location will be tools. If you go to tools, board, in that board manager, and after this is, I'm saying that after placing in the exact location, we have to do this. We have to go to tools, boards, board manager, search for ESP8266 and install the same. Okay, let me do that first. I told you first we have to install the package, where we have to paste the exact link that ESP8266 package is that. Go to file, in that preferences. If you click preferences, you will get this. Okay, here we have to paste the package, additional board manager, additional board. Okay, we have to paste the paste this package. Where is that? Here it is. We have to paste this package there. Okay. Once after package, give OK and go. Then after that, once after packaging, you have to install 8266 in this IDE. For that, tools, board, in that board manager, we will be getting this. It will be taking some time to get stable because it is downloading. You can able to see downloading platform index. It will be stable after downloading this. It will just take 10 seconds. That's it. Okay, it gets stable. Now you have to install that ESP. You have to search and you have to install that ESP8266. See, it is here. ESP8266 is here. Already I have installed. If you don't have, it will be asking you to install. If you click over it, it gets installed. See, it is disabled here because it is installed here. Okay, after time, if you want to update it, you can update that. Okay, now it's installed. After that, you have to select the board. 1 minute, it is not stable. Now it's stable. After this, you have to select the board. After installing that, you can able to see Arduino, our ESP8266 board. You will be getting this option here. Okay, in that you have to select node MCU 1.0. See, 12E, I told you, no, ESP12e. Okay, we have to give that. Okay. See, I have done till this. We have selected the board, and once you connect the board with the your PC or laptop, it will be asking you to select the port. I will be showing you that. Okay, this will be the Arduino. If you after downloading and installing the Arduino, this will be your page. And see here, this is this is said to be the menu bar. Okay, this will gives you the tools to access for creating, saving the sketches. Okay, file, edit, sketch, tool, help, etc. This is this is a menu bar which helps you to access the tools. Okay, this is a verify button. This verify button is used to once after giving all the instructions, all the codes here, it has to be checked for error. Okay, for that, for checking the error, we have to give this verify button, and if we give this verify button, it will be checking for error. It will be displaying the error if it is there. Okay, and this is said to be the upload button. Once after checking the error, if there is no error, you can the code is ready to upload in the module, ESP module. For that, you have to give this upload button. If you click over this, the verified program, the verified code will be uploaded in the in the microcontroller. That is our ESP module. After that, this is to create a new sketch. If you want a new sketch, you can click over this to get a new sketch, and then this is to open the existing sketch. Okay, and this is to save. The codes which you have typed here. Before once after typing the codes before running, before verifying itself, it will save. Or else, if you want, you can save by using this option. Okay, this is a serial monitor. Serial monitor is to view view in the software itself of the function which you will be connecting certain peripherals with your module. Okay, and then you'll be seeing the output with that. Before that, you can see that using this serial monitor itself, if you give an exact instruction for this. If you don't give instruction to get visible in your serial monitor, it will not show anything. If you give any instruction for that, you can able to see in the serial monitor itself, and then also in the hardware itself. Hardware also. Okay, this is said to be the code area. Here we'll be typing the code. This is the structure of code. This is the void setup and void loop. Void setup is to initialize your certain functions, and void loop is the body of our code. It will be executed to make the function which you are expecting. Okay, this will be in the thing which in loop will be executed again and again. The thing which we are given in setup will be executed only at the initial level of execution. After that, this loop will be executed again and again. Okay, and this is a message area. What processes correspondingly going on will be shown here. If you are verifying, it will be showing verifying. If what process exactly going on will be shown here. Okay, this is said to be the text console. I told you that once when you are clicking this verify button, it will be verifying for error. And once if there is any error, the error will be displayed to you. I told you this. The display of error will be here. The error will be displayed here. This text console. We can able to see the things. Okay, or what problem is that? And then this is said to be the board and serial port. Here you can able to see that what port is connected with the ESP module. Most of this in my laptop it is COM3. It may vary in our system, COM2, COM3, COM1, COM4, anything it may be. Here in my system it is COM3. It will be showing, and what board is connected with that will be displayed here. Okay. This is Arduino IDE software. I told you, we have to make the package that is file. In that file, you have preferences. You have to paste that. The thing I told you was shown here. After that board, in that board manager, you'll be getting this. You have to install ESP8266. That's it. And we have to select node MCU12e. That is ESP12e. Okay. After that, you have to select for COM. Okay. Now. Let us do one simple programming of blinking. Okay, nothing. It's just I'm showing you. Let me remove. See, I've connected with my ESP module. Okay. Here you can see after once I connected, you can able to see the COM here. See in this audio. See tools, you can able to see this COM gets enabled. Here in my lab it is COM3. If it will not be enabled if you don't connect your ESP module with it. Okay. Now let's see the example program. Okay. It will examples are here. It's not a problem. You can give this blink or you can go to 8266 and you can check for blink. See the structure of program. First we are initializing. See in void setup it is initialized that LED built in, that is the LED which is already in the already in the ESP module will be taken as an output, and this will be, we are initializing, first we are initializing, then it is given. What we are going to do is that we are going to blink the LED. It is going to it going to glow for 1 second, it will be off for 1 second, it will be on for 1 second, it will be off for 1 second. This second, the time will be determined by this delay. Okay, this will be taken as a 1 second. Okay, it will be turned on for 1 second and turned off for 1 second. Okay, let me do this. See, this is to verify. It will be verifying. See, it's running. I'll be showing you the hardware through my camera. Okay, you can able to see. You can see that. I'll be showing the blinking. Once after verifying and uploading, I will be showing you. You can also change the time. Okay, you can also change it for 2 seconds. If you put 2, it will take 2 seconds, and it may vary. You can vary the delay time. Okay, for any purpose it may be. This delay is to make the function for certain time, certain time period. That's why the delay is a code here. It's running. Hope almost within 10 to 15 minutes I'll be finishing the session. Please wait for that. Okay, there is no others. Okay, done comparing. So you can able to see the process. I'm uploading. Let me upload. Let me show it through my camera. You can able to see. You can able to see the hardware. Can you able to see the hardware? It's uploading. Now it got uploaded. See, 1 second on, 1 second off, 1 second on, 1 second off. Hope you can able to see. Can you able to see?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. And after that, now there is one more program. We do have IR sensor. Due to time constraints, let's move that. This sensor is to just what it will do is that it will just sense the object, whether presence of object. What we have to connect to an LED. If there is any object, if the LED will be glowing. If not, it will be in off state. This is a program which we do have here. If it find any obstacles, that is obstacle. If it find any obstacle, the LED will be glowing. If not, it will be not glowing. Okay, that is this program. Let's go to our main program. Okay, coming to this development of our code for our data logging system, that is for our IoT data logging system. First, we have to import libraries. Okay, first we have to import libraries, and we have to define. We have installed a package already. We have to certain program requires libraries. Here we don't have. Here in our system we don't need any libraries. Okay, here we no need to add any libraries. We have to first not generally we need to import some libraries, and it has to be added to it. And we have to define the Wi-Fi credentials. This Wi-Fi credential is to connect our our Esp module with our. We have to connect. We have to connect with the network. For that, we have to give credential with it. As I told you before, you have to give the PIN number and variables. We have to define a resource, and we have to give a sleep time, because continuously it's sensing is that first it will be in on state. It will be sensing the data, and then it will be coming to sleep state, and then it will become on state, and it starts to sense other data parameters. After that, we have to give write instruction for sensing the values, that is sensor values, and we have to give functions for Wi-Fi. You have to give some certificates for that, and then finally we have to write functions to publish the data in the Google Sheet. Okay, for that we do have setup and loop. This is the basic structure of the programming. Okay, now let's go to our program. Okay, after that you have to upload this. I told you I will be showing you hardware. Okay, this is our program. I have given the credentials. This is pins. You have initialized the pins. I told you we have to give the link, the URL which we got in our what is that, in our IOT. We have to give that here. Okay, 1D. After that it gets connected. Okay, this is we have to give that certain URL to get connected with IOT. This is a time instruction for sleeping. This is sensor details instruction for reading our sensor details, and finally we are giving for our Wi-Fi. We are giving certain instructions for initializing our Wi-Fi. And this is to connect the HTTP request. This is the code for HTTP request, and these are certain calculations for I told you, for distance and raw value calculation and Celsius calculation in temperature sensor. These are that, and finally publishing the data in the IOT. Okay, let me do the connections, and I will be showing you. Before that, let me paste paste the URL there first. It's not here. It's here. We have to take from trigger. This should be copied and paste carefully. It should be pasted carefully. Okay, it has been pasted now. Let me do the hardware connections. Let us do the hardware now. Nothing with this is the hardware. Let me do that. Shall I turn now? Let me turn on my camera. You can see along. You can see that. Can you able to see my breadboard? Can you able to see my breadboard?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me connect this. This is the ESP module. It's here. It's working for that program. Let me connect this.
Meanwhile, all of you can fill the feedback form which is posted in the chat box. Thank you.
D5. First, we have to connect to VCC. I'll be showing you VCC with some voltage pin 3.3, ground. Let me connect trigger with the D5. We go with D6. Okay, now coming to this temperature sensor. We connect here. Here, let me take one V in. And V out. This will be data pin, data A0. Will be connected ground. It's connected with ground. Okay, this is a connection we have made. Now it has to be connected with our laptop. Here, here nothing is to see in this. We are going to see the output in the our Google Sheet. This LED will be blinking because already it has to, the microcontroller in this ESP has been programmed with, has coded with our blinking of light code. That's why it's blinking. When it is applied, it starts to execute that instruction. If you overwrite the other program, it starts to perform as the lastly fed program. So it's not a problem. After feeding that, it stops blinking and starts to operate as per the code which you are feeding now. Okay, this is a hardware connection. Let us see in Google Sheet. Okay. Now let me check for errors. Your program will not get executed if you don't paste the exact package. Okay, I have to paste the package here. Okay, in files, and now I'm uploading. If you don't paste the package, proper package here, the code, the board will not connect with our IDE. Okay, it starts to show that execution error in ESP in your board. It starts to come like that. We have to give the proper URL, and after giving the what package, you have to select, we have to go to tools and you have to install ESP8266. And if you don't install ESP8266, the IDE won't accept our hardware. It starts to show error here. So I told you, it will be showing the exact thing here. What board is connected with it. Now it starts to write the code in the controller. Now 46%, 53%. See, you can able to see here 61, 69, 84. Okay. Okay, it left. It have written fully. The code has been written fully. Now let's see here. See, it starts to get values. This is in, I told you, if you give any thing here, it starts to show here and serial monitor. Now we have to check whether it is publishing, it gets publishing in our service or not. Even if you don't have any, if you have any data issues, it starts to, it will not publish the data. It's not coming here. Why the data is not getting published here? Let me see. Our system starts to work. It starts to publish the data. The system is working, but the thing is not getting published. Let me see that. Improperly pasted, no? Let me check. Let me paste it again and let me check it. Okay. Let me check it again. The data will be published like this actually. See here, I've done this before. See, your data will be published like this. So a distance, that is ultrasonic sensor values and temperature sensor values will be published like this. You can able to see it will be getting published like this. Let me see now. Showed you, this is the thing, date and time, event name, and the our sensor details. Now it's writing. Oh, it's writing. Let me close this com3. Let's see that our module is working or not. Yeah, it's working. It got connected and it starts to work. Let me check here now. Yeah, it's coming, but see, 2 details has been published and last edited last second ago. We are getting one sensor. Our ultrasonic sensor is not. We are not getting the value. Any connection problem? It will publish the data from the sensors. From where we are getting problem? We are getting signal is going from trigger, actually distance receiving signal is not getting. Okay, in this manner, the data from the sensor will be published in the Google Sheet. The official can monitor at any time for monitoring the overall process of the industry. Okay. Now coming to the final conclusion part, we have created a system which capture the parameters of the machine like temperature, liquid level, and these parameters with date and time gets published in the Google Sheet. For this, we have used a third-party service IOT to publish our data in the Google Sheet. The system works efficiently to maintain the database, to find out the issue if occurred in the industry, or also it can also be used for general monitoring of the system. Okay, see, our data sensed by the sensor has been published in the Google Sheet. The URL, we have to paste the URL there. If not, if you don't paste the URL, this URL should while checking, we will be giving, I will be getting this URL. We have clicked one link for checking testing. No, we have to click that link and we have to see. I'm saying about this. This here you have to give click and you have to give documentation. Once after giving all the value test value, you can able to see one URL at the bottom. That URL has to be taken. It has to be taken properly. If there is any, if you leave any, even a letter, it will not publish the data in your Google Sheet. You have to take in that way, and you have to paste in our program so that our module gets connected. You have to paste, if not, so that our module gets connected, and the details sensed by your sensor will be published in the Google Sheet, which we have connected. See, logging system, our event name is logging system. We have given logging system. Time and date has been given here. It starts publishing. See, last date is a spreadsheet. No, last date was made a second ago. Okay, in this way it will publishing. I hope there is some connection error, so that's why its value is not coming. It's not a problem. If you check over the component, you will be getting that. Okay, this is our system which I have developed for monitoring the industries. Hope I've done my job perfectly, and thank you for this opportunity. I thank for your patience in listening this lecture. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It was nice and informative.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All the participants, I request all the participants to fill the feedback form which is posted in the chat box of Zoom as well as in the chat box of YouTube. Please fill the feedback form. Sir, some participants are asking for the PPT, sir. If possible, please send, sir.
Let me share, sir. PPT. Okay. Oh, PPT, you're asking for PPT. Okay, sir. I'll be sharing you later, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, participants, I request all of you to please fill the feedback form, which is posted in the chat box of Zoom, as well as in the YouTube.
Tomorrow, participants can get a brief thing about IoT, the challenges, opportunities. Everything will be handled by our resource person, Professor P. Hemlata. She will be saying you everything detailedly by tomorrow, sir. She will be saying you the opportunities, challenges in IoT. Everything she'll be giving you detailedly and briefly.
Okay, sir.
Clear.
So good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon.
So myself, Ramya from Banariaman Institute of Technology. So
Yeah.
just a kind favor, sir, can you please refer any web links to learn such that we can learn the basics of Arduino kit and also the Raspberry Pi kit and the sensors that was used to develop the projects?
Lots of things there in YouTube, ma'am. You can, if you go and search over it, you can get from the initial level. Even if you see over that video, even a school student can able to understand. See, now all the languages, many people have given many YouTube videos. If you go to that, you can get a detailed knowledge over it. It's not a problem. It's, there is no we no need to search over a particular and specific link, specific academy for this. If you go to YouTube, YouTube will be a brief, wonderful academy to get all those things. You can able to see. And in YouTube, Google, you can find, after learning all those things, come to Google and search for, you take for any application, you take for a program and you do over it. Only after doing by your own, you'll be getting an idea. You can learn everything. You can learn everything from YouTube. You can get. Hello.
Yes, sir. Now it is audible.
I told you the thing for past how many seconds you didn't get my voice, sir?
For around 20 seconds, sir.
20 seconds. Whether the participant got an answer from me or not?
We'll ask the ma'am only.
Okay.
Ramya ma'am, you can speak.
Ma'am, you go.
Yes,
Go.
yes, sir. Sure, sir. Sure. I have got the information, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, there is many thing in Google and YouTube, ma'am. YouTube is to learn from a teacher, and Google is to get a resource from resource for your work. Okay, sit for this and do. You will be getting A to Z of Arduino. Arduino is very simple, ma'am. Once you learned with this, you don't need to invest anything for this. One day you need to invest for getting the hardware components. That's it. If you learn from if you get one output for one project, automatically you will sit and you do by your own. You can get many solutions for your house in your problems which you are facing in your residential area. You can make a system for stopping the water overflow from your tank. You can make an automation system in your home, and everything you can do. See, with my student, I have created many projects with the CSP module. We are controlling home. We have made home automation. I just give guidelines. Students will be doing all over things. Okay, Google, YouTube will be a teacher for you, and Google will be the resource for you. Take everything and you do that.
Okay, sir. Another important doubt is that are there any simulation tools available for doing projects with the Raspberry Pi, sir? Because we are working from home, we need to train our students to do IoT projects and participate in contests.
You can for Arduino, I can able to say that this Tinkercad is there. You can.
Yes, the Tinkercad is there for.
I don't have idea over Raspberry Pi. I'll be sitting over this and I'll be doing this only. I don't have idea over Raspberry Pi.
But for learning Arduino, we can use the Tinkercad for doing projects. Am I right, sir?
Yeah, you can use. But you don't find the CSP8266 module in Tinkercad. For Arduino, with the Arduino board, Arduino the sensors, you'll get things in Tinkercad, but you don't find the ESP8266 in Tinkercad because this is a separate module. No, this is a development module. No board. No, as I said you before. So you won't find this ESP8266, but you can able to find Arduino and other related components in Tinkercad.
Okay, sir. The reason is that basically I'm from CSE background. I'm feeling hard to understand the architecture of the electronic components and all. That's the reason I'm getting stuck with it.
Okay, you go with many YouTube videos, many online courses were there. You can many online learning is there. You can go through that. You can, if you search with Google, you'll be getting everything.
Okay, sir.
You go
Okay,
with
sir.
that.
Thank you.
You are-
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sir, what are the basic features, sir? Arduino?
Hello, sir. Bhaskaran, sir. Hello, Balaji, sir. Only net disconnected.
Sir, what are the feature scope of Arduino, sir?
Sir, sir has a mobile network problem, I think, sir.
Oh, okay, sir.
He was signed out.
Okay.
Request all the participants to please fill the feedback form. Feedback form is posted in the chat box.